There's radium too. So you can see that a lot of different radioactive products are the result of radon. And we can't avoid that except by not getting that radon. We need to test our dust in the air, our dust from our homes, and see to it that it doesn't have radon. And if it does, then ventilate the house and do certain things. You can get ideas on this from the internet. And get that radon out. I think that that would cut the incidence of cancer in half right away. Now what is really going on then, which is the conclusion we came to yesterday already, is that lanthanides combine with your chromosomes. That you can find in the lanthanide book that I have pictured in my books. There is that natural affinity and a reaction that goes on so that polonium reacts immediately with any lanthanide. But in cancer cases, it is only one lanthanide called cerium. So now the real carcinogen is a combination, a complex of polonium and cerium. So the task was to find where this cerium is coming from. And lo and behold, it comes from your plastic teeth and the rubber that you are wearing next to your skin. Those two things are very, very high in cerium. They seep terribly, so that if you were tested for cerium, I would find it in each of you. We are full of cerium. Unbeknownst to us, I doubt if anybody else knows it, because the new technology is so much more sensitive than any analytical lab that is available to scientists. But you can get rid of the cerium in your teeth by hardening the plastic. You can't get rid of the cerium, but you can keep it from seeping out by hardening your teeth the way I describe in the latest books. Just do a very good job. Do it 3 times around, not to miss a crevice. And don't wear plastic. Harden your plastic glasses. Don't wear plastic around your wrist, and don't wear metal either. Well, it doesn't leave much, but choose that. Leather. And people who remove the cerium from themselves cannot make a single new malignancy. That is fascinating. It's essential. It's in combination with polonium. You can remove the polonium by stopping drinking the wrong water. And then there's one more left out item, and that's the Phaseolopsis busci larvae. What about them? Well, this radioactive complex, polonium-cerium, is transported on Phaseolopsis busci unfertilized eggs, and we're always loaded with them. Because the body is always killing them. When you're young and strong and your immunity is still reasonable, it will kill any newly hatched little busci. And they, of course, have unfertilized eggs in them. So you're awash in those things. And so it's those, that's the mechanism. And all you have to do, all any cancer patient has to do, is take the polonium out, which can be done in 3 days. Maybe even ordinary chelation could do it. We haven't done that experiment yet. Ordinary EDTA chelation. Get the cerium out by not wearing rubber next to the skin and hardening your teeth, and killing all the buskies. And in a fairly early stage, you can do that with the simplest program from the first book. But for general wellness, now that you know the story of fasciolopsis involvement, it's fasciola. That is another fluke. It doesn't attract polonium cerium. Nothing attracts polonium cerium except fasciolopsis eggs. But for general debility, all of us have general debility. It's fasciola that transports a different complex, which is polonium terbium, just a different lanthanide. The same culprit, radioactive item, but in combination with a different lanthanide. So you see how fascinating this technology can get. So I hope that you will train yourself. And I'm hoping that eventually it will be possible to arrange classes to teach it again the way we used to, and only by having people trained in the technology can it come into good use. And I'm actually thankful that it hasn't come into use by, clinically, because then the general population would be left out of it. And I think this gives you the first chance, and I think that we're on the threshold of a new horizon, which is health for everybody. We can get our immunity back, and we can get our health back by killing fasciola and getting this radiation out of our lives. And with that, I'll say best wishes in getting yourself well.